My name is Ellieta Samuel Mbise. I'm General Manager for Serena Properties in Selous. We have two properties. One is Selous Serena and another one is Serena Mivumo River Lodge. And our airstrip is the Stiegler's airstrip. When landing in Stiegler's airstrip, the kilometers apart, two properties is 23 apart. One is 8 kilometers, which is in Mivumo from Stiegler's, and the another one is 15 kilometers from Stiegler's to Selous Serena Camp. I've been working with Serena for 21 years now, and I started working in Serengeti, and then Mbuzi Mawe, then Masai Mara, Mountain Lodge in Kenya, which is in Nyeri, and then Sweetwater and Olpajeta. So now here in Selous for 6 years, and I'm heading for my 7th year in Selous. So I have a long experience working with Serena, and I'm like the baby of Serena Hotels because since 1997 when I joined Serena, and I'm still working with Serena. I haven't moved anywhere. The reason behind Serena Hotels or management, they are treating their staffs, senior and junior, very, very well. That's why I have nowhere to go and I don't want to leave. That's why I'm still working with Serena.
So you're very happy here?
I'm very happy to work with Serena Properties or Serena Hotels, especially I can say in Selous, where you face a lot of challenges, but you know, you cannot grow up without facing the challenges. So I'm happy here in Selous. As you can see, the environment is very tough, but the clients who are visiting Selous, I have to make sure that they are getting what they paid for. And even myself and my staff on ground to ensure that the clients are getting more of what they expected. So we go beyond expectation.
Beyond the call of duty?
Yes.
We've realized that over the last 2 days,
Yes.
and for me, of course, it's the second time in less than 2 years that I'm here and enjoy your personal hospitality and the hospitality of the camp and the lodge. You joined Serena when Serena opened shop here in
Yes,
Tanzania.
Yes,
They started building, I believe, in 95, started opening place in 96.
96.
And the two properties here in the Selous, they only came on board around 6-7 years ago, isn't it?
Yes, but the first one to be built in Selous is Beho Beho,
Yeah,
and then Sun River.
yeah.
Yeah, Sun River.
But Serena acquired these two properties, I think,
Acquired these
in
two properties.
2010, thereabout?
And 9.
2009?
And 9. And most of the clients we are getting here, the clients flying in, flying out. It's very difficult for the client to drive from Dar es Salaam or nearest town to come to do the game drive and then back again. So we have the variety of packages. So it depends which package are you looking for. We have the air package. We have sometimes the full board only, and then you pay for the rest. And then we have the package which include everything.
Game drives, transfers, boat rides.
Yeah, the flight, meals and drinks.
Yeah.
Apart from these two properties, we have a presidential villa, which is like a hotel on its own. And we had a group of people who booked the villa, and we had the ambassadors who stayed in the villa. One being the ambassador of Brazil, ambassador of Morocco, and even His Highness overnight at Mivumo, and then Prince Hussein overnight at Mivumo. And recently we had a German ambassador and Ministry of Tourism who accommodated in presidential villa. So you find like even celebrities, if the marketing is done very well, there are some people who don't know Mivumo, but Professor, you have been there. So I'm expecting you're going to send us a lot of celebrities, a lot of tycoon, those who have a lot of money and they don't know where to go, so they can come and occupy the villa, which is exclusive.
Like last time when I was here, I think you saw what I wrote,
Yeah.
and you know, not just once but repeatedly. And once again, I can assure you, I will be your ambassador, and the media team who came with me from Uganda, they'll
Yes.
be your ambassadors
You have
to
been always
promote,
our ambassador.
not just Tanzania per se,
Yeah.
and its many spectacular parks and game reserves, and of course Zanzibar, but in particular to help you promote the Selous, because this is a park which is really on top of my list.
Yes.
I've been here first time way back, you know, when it was very difficult to get here actually.
Yeah, for sure.
In those
The
days, even the
infrastructure.
airstrips were, you know, not the way
The
they are
golden
today.
tenere.
You could be told, sorry, we can't fly, it rained, and the airstrip is just you know, soil, and it's all wet, so we can't. It happened to me, I remember, at a certain stage, and I was very disappointed. So this has been on my bucket list, and having been here, it will remain on my bucket list. Now, why is the Selous so important to you? You've been in so many other places. You've been to Masai Mara, you've been to Mountain Lodge up in Mount Kenya, and you've been to Serengeti. What makes the Selous so special to you?
One is Selous is not like the other national park or game park. When you book to stay in Selous, especially Serena Mivumo and Serena Camp, you may find when you are doing the game drive, it will be just only you in the park. There is no crowding of the vehicles looking at one lion or elephant crowded. So you feel like this is your private safari. And most of those who are booking in Selous, they want to be away from crowded. So Selous is, even if you not see the animals in Selous, even in terrain itself, you see this one is very dense. You find the lakes, you find Miombo, you see something very unique compared to what you will see to other national park or game reserve. And again, I just want to thank our sales director of Serena, Rosemary Mugambi, and his team. They are doing a lot to sell and promote Selous. So I'm sure, and I'm praying for them, so in future we can have a lot of the clients in Selous. And maybe why don't we fill these two properties? At least 10 rooms every day. Every day, this can be managed. And I'm sure in future, next year, Selous is going to be like Serengeti. It's going to be crowded. Because now the government, they have reinforced to do the infrastructure whereby people, even the local tourists, they can travel from Dar es Salaam, nearest city, to come to do the game drive and then back home.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this is going to be like Serengeti in years to come.
Well, I beg to disagree a little. I would like to see the Selous exclusivity retained, but because the camp and Mivumo River Lodge are small and don't take more than 25 or 30 guests at a time, yeah, I think the exclusivity will still be there even if you have much higher occupancies.
Yes,
and much
yes.
more people fly into this park.
Yes.
And I too hope that more and more people appreciate the remoteness.
Yes.
That maybe one day the other side of the river can be opened up, because this is pure wilderness.
Yeah, pure wilderness.
Completely inaccessible. I think there are very few trucks even on the other side.
Yeah.
So, it's 54,600 square kilometers.
Yes.
of wilderness area.
Yeah, if you compare, you can take Rwanda and Burundi together, you get the same.
You still fit in there.
Yeah, and also the country of Switzerland,
Yeah.
then you get Selous.
Fit in here.
The Serengeti itself is 4 times
Yeah.
to get Selous.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very huge. So most of the activities we are doing here, it depends how many nights you are going to stay with these two properties. If it's only one night, then we prefer the client to fly in a little bit early. Then you can be taken on arrival, greeted by the guide or the manager myself, and then straight for the full day with the packed lunch, and then come back to check in the evening.
Yeah.
Because most of the guests, they want to go for animals first.
Yeah.
Not to overnight, not to sleep. They want to go straight on arrival for the game drive. So the drivers, they have the program to give the guests on arrival, and then there is always a room for the clients to say what activity to be done. You may find maybe they are tired, you came with the British Airways or Emirates, and then connected the flight to Selous, a little bit tired. So they'll be taken to Mivumo, check in, relax for a while, and then in the evening they can do the boat ride or fishing when the sun goes down. And then the following day, they start the activity early in the morning around 8 o'clock.
Full day.
Full day.
Packed lunch.
Yes.
At a beautiful spot like we had it yesterday.
Yes, yes. And then they come back in the evening.
Yeah.
So I always tell the clients on arrival, don't choose any animal you want to see when you are in Selous.
True.
Just put on your camera and your phone. Whatever you see during your full day game drive, when you come back and then start opening what you have seen, you may find you saw a lot of what you expected.
And here is actually our flight coming in, so unfortunately we have to conclude the interview with you, Ellieta. You've once again been a fantastic host. I cannot thank you enough, and the group I brought too were absolutely over the moon. In the background we can now see the
which is coming to pick up
flight which is coming in, Coastal Aviation, and here she goes. So, and very dusty, of course, because this is a dirt and Marham airstrip.
Yeah.
Well, Ellieta, here we are. Once again, thank you so much for hospitality, and I do look forward to coming back and spending a lot more time in the Selous.
Okay.
At least 4 or 5 days, maybe even longer, so that I can fully sample and appreciate all the attractions and the excursions and the you know, opportunities which you have out of these lodges.
When you come next time, you have to do the fishing, you can do the walking safari, you can have the early bush breakfast, and then you can see, in order to have a bush breakfast, just underneath of the tree or the shade, and then you see maybe the buffalo is passing, or even giraffe.
Yeah.
That is something different from what people expected.
Okay, asante sana,
Karibu.
kwaheri ya kuonana.
Thank you, Professor.
Asante.
And say hi to Uganda, friends, and even Kenya, or wherever you go. Say jambo from Tanzania.
From Selous.
From Selous.
Thank you.
Thank you.